Life Alyx is one of my favorite games. It's probably one of the best VR games ever. But after going on YouTube, I found out that there aren't many challenge runs of the game. The only ones that come up are beating the games with no gun or no hurting head crabs. So I'm going to do a challenge myself. Taking inspiration from my natural science class, I'm going to play Life Alyx, but I clean everything up. The rules are pretty simple. If at any time I see a piece of garbage on the ground, I have to pick it up and carry it to a trash can. Let's get started. To make life easier, I grabbed a bucket to carry everything in. I don't want this video to be too long, so I will cut out me picking everything up and just show you when I'm done cleaning the area. And with that, the balcony is all cleaned up. Only 8 more hours of game to go. There was no garbage on the next balcony, just an amazing showcase of a strider. Oh, and I found a bigger bucket to carry the garbage. But that bucket's time was short-lived, because in the next room I found an actual garbage bin. Other than that, there was just an empty pop can in the room. Entering the laundry room, there was just some empty paper towel rolls, not that much. There was a lot to clean outside by this tree, so I'll speed up the video just to show that I actually cleaned everything up. Just a short walk from the area was the first garbage can. I didn't have to carry that much this time, but there's probably going to be less and less trash cans as we go forward in the game. I learned a valuable lesson today, that the safe house is not safe. The Combine were raiding the place, and they captured Eli and me.
Hey, wait, no.
When I woke up, I was in a transport car, but I was quickly saved by Russell. Not the greatest of ideas, but at least it worked. And he also helped me escape the truck, so it's okay. Now that I'm out, we can continue with the challenge. Once again, I found a nearby bucket and I started picking up garbage. After that, another strider appeared, and it destroyed Russell's drone, making even more garbage, so I had to pick up the parts.
Alex, everything cut out for a second. I lost the instant video feed. Can you see my drone? Is it okay?
Sure. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
I finally made it to Russell's lab.
Alex, great. Okay, let's wait. My drone's okay, right?
Nope.
This is bad. They're gonna find out what he knows, and then they're gonna kill him.
Oh God.
But the good news is we've got something they don't.
Which is?
My plan to get him back.
Great. Let's hear it.
Actually, we're not going to hear the plan, because I don't want to give Russell too much screen time in this video, because he called me trash.
Okay, that's you.
I do have to give him some credit though, because he let me have the gravity gloves. Now I'm able to pick up objects from long distances.
Yep, you're tethered. Make a grip. Just like that. Perfect. We're done. Oh, wait. I almost forgot.
Alex, up here! You're gonna need a gun!
Russell was going to give me a gun to protect myself with, and I was going to forgive him for being so nice. Was.
Don't worry, it's unloaded. It's unloaded now!
It wasn't that big of a deal. I just grabbed this one crate and I picked everything back up again.
You there? That's on me.
And with that, it's time to head to the quarantine zone. Right after I entered the quarantine zone, I spotted a garbage bin down by the lower level of the area. There was just an empty can by the circuit puzzle tutorial. On the other side of the puzzle was a health station, with a pretty cute little bug trapped in it. Then the game told me to pull the lever. Then this happened. I felt so bad killing that antlion grub that I sat on the floor and cried for 45 minutes. But then, I turned that sadness into motivation. I told myself that I would not kill another enemy in this challenge. So now, we have a new rule. I can't kill any enemies. Now, let's continue on with this challenge. But since I'm here, I might as well just heal up. A pretty cool detail with this game is that you can see liquid in bottles, so now I know if a jar is garbage or not. Which is good because you'll see that later in the video that the game does not like it when you carry a bunch of glass bottles at once. Next, we come across our first enemy. Barnacles. They're not that big a deal because they just hang from the ceiling. Just don't walk under them. This does bring up a small problem. Because I can't kill them, if they're ever in my way, I'll have to throw something to distract them. And if a thing is some garbage, I'll have to pick it up after. This might be a problem way later in the game. After that, we found our next, and after that, we found our next trash can. There was some things that I had to pick up after, but not that many. Now, let's open this hatch. There was no garbage in this room just before the control panel. Fixing the control panel was pretty simple. I just had to get this power source and unscramble the circuit.
There we go, finally.
I'm gonna head in.
Now, it's time to enter the quarantine zone. And right as I entered, there was some garbage in this container. No big deal. While I was cleaning up this table, I found a health syringe. If I take any damage, these things will be my only source of health. After that, I encountered our second enemy.
Do you hear that?
What is that?
Zombies.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the way we gotta go.
No shortcut?
Yeah, that is the shortcut.
Now, The rules say only I can't kill enemies, but it says nothing about barnacles killing enemies, so...
Oh man.
There's barnacles on our side. It's not though, obviously, so don't walk under them.
Moving swiftly on, the next place to have some garbage was this train cart. After avoiding some barnacles on top of this train cart, we pretty much get dropped into a pit of zombies.
Oh boy.
Yeah, be careful.
Not much is in this first cart, but I did get a pretty cool glitch to happen. Normally, getting past one zombie would be pretty easy, but without being able to shoot it, it was actually pretty difficult. I had to wait for the zombie to walk all the way to the right, and then teleport past it. I then took off these planks and tried to go back for any garbage. But I was too late. The zombie had already caught up to me. And with no other option, I ran. No thanks, I'm good. Oh, nice shoes, man. I made it out alive, and looks like the zombies can't go down these stairs. But not long after, we encountered our third enemy, head crabs. These little guys are less dangerous, but they're way more annoying to deal with. I had to try and lure it back outside to this barnacle, then I gave it a nice meal. Now I can clean up the rest of this area without getting disturbed. Are you kidding me? Welp, guess I have to lure this one now. I can finally clean up this area with peace. And after all that, it was just one water bottle. After lured into the next area, the first thing I'm greeted with is a head crab. And there are no barnacles around. Guess I'm gonna have to clean up this next area while dodging this guy. After a while, I brought the little guy back to the entrance to make it so that he would have to walk all the way back again. And with that, this area is all cleaned up. But that head crab has not bothered me in a while, so I went to make sure it was okay, and it was stuck in the wall. At first I thought, okay, I guess it can't bother me anymore, but then I realized, because he's stuck in the wall, he won't be able to go anywhere, and he will eventually just die out because of hunger and thirst. And I didn't want that to happen to him, so I did the only thing I could. Okay, I'm over it. Let's move on. After witnessing some magic, we end up in this mural area. And let me just say, there were so many glass bottles. So much that I decided to put them in a separate box. But carrying all those bottles really had an impact on the frame rate of the game. I think it's because the game is constantly measuring the speed of the bottles, and if the bottles collide with something at a certain speed, the bottles will break. But the game's trying to do that with 15 bottles at the same time, so it's probably slowing things down. Downstairs in this next area, there was some bits of garbage, not that much. But what I did find was a bigger box. Now I can hold way more garbage in the future. After finding this pretty cool looking area and ringing this doorbell, I was greeted by a Vortigaunt.
Oh,
The Alyx fans. You received my messages.
I did?
Come, enter.
After he explained some things that aren't that important to the video, he said he wanted to show me something.
Do not go yet. I must show you something.
Look, I appreciate
This
it.
way.
I can't stick around.
It is important.
I know, I'm sure it is.
The Alyx fans must go this way anyway.
Okay.
Oh.
I decided to leave the glass balls with him. I don't know, maybe he can put his head crab soup in it or something. But mostly I just don't want the game to lag anymore. Then he told me some more stuff that's not very important to the video. But then he did tell me this.
I would help. I really would, but the Alyx Vance is honestly very busy.
Saving the Earth.
You will not save him. He is dead.
What?
Or he will be.
Is or will be?
It is a matter of perspective. But Alyx Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
He never did tell me what that means. But maybe we're gonna have to find out some other day. But he did give me a head crab to eat.
Sustenance!
I'll eat it later. Thanks for the help.
You will be welcome.
After jumping down into the loading zone, we head into the next area. But that area is gonna have to wait some other day.